Y así te va a calar este. Está bueno.
¿Esta?
Sí.
¿Dónde lo acabo?
De la señora que gusta.
$25.
¿Ya la agarró esta?
Dale, está. Oh, I thought that was this guy. Yes. Are you selling it for
No, he's fine. Not me.
So clearly I am yard selling it today. I didn't plan on recording. I just planned on driving down a few blocks and major streets for me and seeing how many yard sales I can hit. But here we are. I am going to just stop at a few yard sales, see if I can find anything. I'm being extremely picky, so it shouldn't be a long haul or anything at the end, but let's see what we can find today. So at first sight, I was interested in a lot of these shoes, but after looking a little closer, they were either knockoffs or in pretty poor condition. A few of the sneakers and boots I did ask prices on, and the minimum price for these sneakers was $10. A lot of them were $15. These boots, like all these hiking boots, she wanted a minimum of $15. And then there are some cowboy boots, you'll see here in a second, that she had them starting off at $20 to $25. So the prices were just very unrealistic, or the shoes were just a knockoff, or they were in really bad condition. So I kind of just passed on all the shoes. I got tired of asking prices after I started hearing a lot of high prices. So the same thing with the clothing. A lot of the clothing looked like it was just wholesale items, so very like generic styles, off-brand. She wanted $10 to $15 for most of these and kept emphasizing because they're new, but they did not have any tags or anything, so it was kind of pointless. I moved on to a little table that she had with some toys. I don't really like picking up a lot of small individual pieces. I don't know enough about them, and for me it's just tedious without a lot of the fun. So I do look at dolls and plush and things like that to see if anything catches my eye. In these little bags you'll see here, I did find one bag with toys that are dogs and just a little dog toy set, so I did negotiate a price on that. One of the things I really like to look for at garage sales are hats and graphic t-shirts, and then of course, you know, video games, trading cards, any cool collectible trinket. So I seen a couple hats here that I knew I wanted if the price was right, but I wanted to continue looking around first to see if it was worth really asking, because this yard sale was extremely busy. Now, I wasn't really planning on looking at clothing because she had tons of clothing, but once I saw this Moschino shirt, it's actually a jacket, I knew that I had to look at the clothing and other kind of shoes, purses, and things like that, because it seemed like, based on this coach, this Dooney and Burt, that there were some pretty decent brands to be found, and then I did find a pair of Birkenstocks. So at this point I was kind of committed to squeezing my way in. The clothing section was extremely packed. You see some of the shoes down here, so I kind of just take my time and wait for the crowd to scatter a little bit. Coming up right here, I caught these Vionics, and those kind of distracted me from those little Nike snow boots. I wish I would have noticed those because I most likely would have picked those up. They were just super cute. But I did also see these Juicy Couture boots. I thought these boots were fabulous. I was really excited to get these until I seen the other boot, and it was just completely destroyed. There was no point at all, no matter what the price. Then I did see some Danskos and of course some Uggs. However, I don't really like picking up just these very basic classic Uggs when it's off season because they do sit a little bit longer for me. Then I decided to look at the bag section because it looked like there was a lot of great brands. But the bags that I was really liking, there was a flaw or two on them. So I ended up just leaving the bag section, but I really wish this one beautiful black leather purse did not have a busted zipper, or else I would have picked it up. There was also a Fossil bag that I really liked, but it had the charm missing out of it. So again, I'm just trying to be very picky and not overwhelm myself with inventory. I heard the lady tell another customer that the clothing was all $2 to $3, just depending, and they asked if they bought a few items, could they get a deal, and she said yes, she would work something out. So I figured, you know what, this is the perfect time to look at the clothing, which I'm really glad I did because there was a lot of great brands. I would have loved to make an offer just on pretty much all of it, even the shoes and everything, but I know that I would have gotten home and just stuck everything in the corner or tucked it away and never ever listed it because I would have just been instantly stressed out. So it was fun though, shopping through the tables of mounds of clothing. It made me think that I was like at the Goodwill outlet at the bins, but except it was outside and everything was cleaner and it was definitely not as crowded as the Goodwill bins. But she had a lot of great brands, some mall brands, some athletic wear, a lot of different styles. So this was a fun part for me to just hang out here and look through all these pieces. After filming the haul portion, I decided to go ahead and make this into a two-part video. So this is going to be part one, where you see me going through the items, and then part two will be the haul. So thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and see you on the next one. This is like a 25-pound bag.